Hi guys, welcome back to another important video. In this video, I'm going to share the time cycle dates for the next 3 months. So we have been doing this entire series from the start of your 2025 this year, part one and part two. I've explained some basic terms of terminology which I need for you to understand. That I'll explain here once again, and then I'll talk about some time inversions, and then we will see the review of what happened so far in 2025. So first basic term, major time cycle. Major time cycle is nothing but a big zone, time zone. Here we have some bias, expected direction, expected turning point. All right, whether high or low, we will have some expectation. What kind of move is expected? A major move is expected from this major time cycle zone. All right, this is very basic and very clear. Now, minor cycle. Minor cycle is something which is unpredictable. This is a small time cycle zone. We have no bias. Anything can happen here. Sideways momentum, a small one, big one. You can have a trigger, a big move in the market. It can trigger a small move in the market. Anything can happen, right? So this is how minor cycle is there. The third point is time inversions. So to understand time inversions, it is, let's say, a flaw in time analysis. It's also a flaw. It's also, let's say, a perfection. Those who are fanatics of time analysis will say this is some sort of a universal perfection. Point here is that time inversion, the name inversion itself says exact opposite. So take this example. If you have one time zone with you and you're expecting a high to be made in this time zone, your expectation that there is going to be a high in this time zone. What market does is it does the exact opposite. Instead of a high, market makes a low here. All right. So what has happened? Exact opposite has happened. Inversion has happened. Time zone does not change. Time zone is still the same. All right. This is the meaning of time inversion. I call this a trick of time. Most important point, you cannot predict it. It's unpredictable. All right. This point should be very clear. You cannot predict it. Now, let's get back into the charts. We'll see what has happened in the year 2025 so far. So we'll start off with the month of Jan. In the month of Jan, the first time cycle zone was here. This is a minor cycle zone. What happened? Minor cycle zone, like I said, it is unpredictable. We cannot predict what kind of move can come here. So we have to study price action in this zone. Here, what happened? Market made an intermediate small correction, intermediate high, and then market fell to the next time zone. All right. So the next time zone, this was a major time cycle. Now, major time cycle, what do we expect? Major move to start. In this example, what has happened is starting of the time zone. This is an entire time zone. Starting of the time zone, market made a low. But what is our expectation? Like I said, major time cycles, we have some expectation of bias, some reversal point. We expected a high to be made. So starting itself of the time cycle zone, something opposite happened. It started to make a low. So at this time, I told you, let's wait till the time cycle gets over. Then we'll see the exact last day. What happened? We got the high. All right, we got the high and it created a major move in the market. All right, this is how you can look at the time cycles. Then we had a minor cycle zone here. Minor cycle zone, what happened? Small continuation pattern, and then it triggered a fast move. It definitely triggered a big move. Minor time cycle zone, like I said, it's unpredictable. You cannot predict it. What is going to happen? This is an important area. Most importantly, we should not get trapped here. Next, what do we have? We had near your month of March. Month of March, major time cycle zone. What is the expectation? What is the bias? Our bias was swing low. We wanted swing low. Here, it is not necessary that it is a top or a bottom. It can be a higher low also. Higher low, lower low, anything. Right? This is what time cycle will not tell you that. Time cycle will tell you some important time zone. Here you need to study your price analysis. So what did we get here? We had some kind of a three-wave pattern. Sorry, this is your triangle pattern. This is a major breakout in the market. We had a swing low here. In this case, what happened? So we had time zone from here all the way till here, correct? Big time period, big major time cycle zone, big time period. Where did the low come? Low came here itself. Then what did the market do? It went consolidating till the end of the time zone and then it triggered. So in the first major example, what do you say? In the month of Jan, at the end, we had a big fall started. Here in this example, major time cycle zone, in the beginning itself, low was made. So what method should we use to study this? I'll tell you. Study the price action, I'll tell you that. Now we have the next minor time cycle zone. Here you can see it triggered a massive fall. Massive fall, right? Nearly 3,000 points. Yeah, almost 3,000 points, 2,500, 2,600 points fall. Then April, the bottom, April bottom. What happened here? Minor time cycle zone from 8th. 7th was the bottom. What happened on 9th? That 9th date, what happened was Donald Trump announced your tariff pause. Tariff pause was announced. Market took that as a good news and market triggered a big boom. So what has happened here is we had these dates 3 months, 4 months in advance. I have the entire year's dates entirely from the starting of the year. The news will automatically come here. Don't look for news items and don't be anything. Don't worry about news will automatically get filtered and it'll come here. Some news event will automatically happen. That is the law of nature. We cannot control that. All right. Next, we had your minor time cycle zone in the month of May starting here, and then this is the latest 3 months, right? Here, what April, May, and June. Minor time cycle zone, it triggered a small correction in the market. Like I said, it can be any size move in the case of minor time cycle zone. Now, this is where things get very interesting. All right, this is the point where a very important understanding or finding, not only for me, for many of you who are watching this for the first time, those who are tracking from the starting of the year, this major time cycle zone, many of you are maybe not familiar with this. After a very long time, I'm seeing a major time cycle zone trigger a major sideways momentum. Understood? I am seeing a major time cycle zone. It triggered from an entirely trending move. It triggered a sideways move. That is not a simple sideways move. It lasted about 1 month. All right, it lasted about 1 month, the entire sideways move. So major time cycle zone triggers major moves. Understood? All right. Here, very simple. If you don't know Elliott wave theory, you will not understand that this is a sideways move. You have to use Elliott wave theory with time analysis. Why? Elliott wave theory is the highest order of price action available, and it is based on nature's phenomena. It is fractal in nature. So what does this mean? It means that price action is the same methods, the same patterns are available in 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, 1 hour chart, 1 day chart, 1 weekly chart. All right, same patterns are applicable. It is just like in nature where the constituents of your cell, your entire cell unit, everything, tissue, everything is same. All right. So seeds, patterns, everything, right? It's the same in small microorganisms and also your big organisms. So that is my point here. So this entire pattern is an irregular flat pattern. So those who don't know Elliott wave theory will not understand this pattern. That is why I'm telling you major time cycle zone has triggered a major sideways pattern here. Everyone knew that this low 23,900, 24,000 has to be retested. Right? This is our expectation. It's common sense because this entire gap was based on news and price also has to come back here. So what has happened here is this price correction did not happen. What happened was time correction. Complete sideways move is called time correction. This happened because the major retail people were expecting your price to fall back. The price did not fall, but correction came in the form of sideways momentum. All right. Now the latest time cycle, minor time cycle zone was between your 12th June to 16th June. Big move here. Again, fast up move here. Very simple. Irregular flat pattern got completed here. And then what did we do here? We waited for a secondary confirmation. All this is available in the past weekly videos. You can watch it. Telegram, I was sharing all the live updates there. Here, your operator got changed and everything. Market breakout. Past 2-3 weeks, we've been discussing these patterns. And it became clear later on. All right. So minor time cycle zone, but it triggered a big move. That is the specialty of minor zones. We can't predict what is going to happen. Now, next 3 months, what are the key dates here? Next 3 months, you can just take the screenshot here. I've already noted them. First time zone is between 7th to 9th July. Then is your 24th to 28th July. 26th is a holiday, so we're taking 28th. Then we have your August 13th to 19th and 5th September to 11th. Now, 5th September to 11th September is very important. This is unpredictable because it has both qualities of high and also low. This is a major time cycle zone. Your August 13th to 19th is also a major time cycle zone. All right. So for example, this entire move we discussed in the recent weekly analysis video, that if this move is an ABC pattern here, and then we're expecting a dip to come in the market, go up like this, right? We can also expect the same thing if it goes a little bit more deeper like this. All right. So anything can happen like this. So what you need to do is you need to study Elliott wave theory. You need to find out which pattern, which is the low risk setup pattern. All the low risk setup patterns have been discussed in the Elliott wave master course, basics and intermediate stage. Those who are in the advanced stage, I don't need to tell you what to do. You know what to do. All right. This is all, guys. This is all a small video for your time cycles for the next 3 months. Now, the major question many of you are asked is, do I teach you how to calculate these time zones? No, I don't teach anyone. Nobody has been given this method to calculate. This is my own private research. This is not for public knowledge, right? Major important question. Next video, give me an example, sir, of how to calculate. I'll show you example. Your next video you need to watch is the April 7th bottom, right? The yearly bottom which was made so far in April 7th year 21,700. How do we get this date? How did we get this date? This example I've shown you by one of the methods. You can watch this video. I've explained it how to this important bottom has come, how this 7th April bottom has come. Watch this video next. I'll see you in that video. Till then, take care and be safe.